Hi, I want to give you an understanding of this term spirituality and what exactly does it really mean in the real sense. There is so much hype these days about being spiritual, spirituality, and inner wellness and being connected to yourself within. But have you actually seized down and taken a deep breath and sat down to really understand what this means? Well, spirituality is nothing but just simple soul science. It is an understanding where you go through a journey within yourself and you understand what your journey specifically is all about. It is not about giving up your glamour quotients or your luxury quotients and going to the Himalayas and actually sitting and meditating. That's not really spirituality. It's not about going to the mandirs, the temples, and the gurdwaras. All of those acts of doingness are just added cherries on the cake. But come to thinking about the cake of spirituality, it's about really being in oneness with all of creation. It's about understanding that every single soul existing on this planet is a part of the same existence. So in simple reality, or in simple English, I would like to say that we are all parts of the same ocean. We all belong to the same ocean. That energy, that soul inside me, which exists inside me, also exists inside you and inside every single living being on this planet. But we function from so much of separation because of the judgments, the conclusions that we add, and the meaning that we add to people, and the significance we attach to how they behave and how they don't behave. Spirituality is about actually going within yourself and getting in touch with that one yummy space, that one yummy energy inside of you, which is that God part of you, and actually trying to understand that every single soul on this planet has that same energy. And in the end of this journey of life, we all have to merge back into that one consciousness. It is not about sitting and reading your scriptures and not being able to implement them. Why was the Gita, and all of these scriptures written? They were actually written so that we could read them, understand them, and they are the scriptures of life. By reading them, we could understand and implement it in our life. But the truth is, we are only stuck in reading them and none of it is being implemented. Like, for example, a simple truth which our scriptures preach is anger is damaging. Judging people is damaging, talking bad about people is damaging, but we know all of that. But how much of it we are really implementing in our life? How much of separation do we create among people? We don't give permission to people in our life to make mistakes. We don't give permission to people in our life to just be who they want to be, because we don't understand that at the foundation of it we are one, and on the top coating of it we are all a product of our own environment and our own circumstances. So if someone is hurting you, instead of being angry and upset with them, you're actually supposed to understand that maybe they have been a victim to a lot of hurt in their life, and all that this person can give out is just hurt and nothing else to you. So why would you not be that space of love for this person, that space of acceptance and allowance for this person, and actually create that one miracle inside of which this person could transform and begin to see another angle and another aspect of life? Spirituality is a science. It's the science of the soul. It's the science of the life. And it is not about doing certain things. It's not about going to pilgrimage. It's not about just running here and there. It is only about going within yourself. And the only way we can explore ourselves and find out the answers within our souls is by deep breathing and meditation. Meditation is a tool. It's a vehicle that takes you inside of yourself, a journey inside of your soul. And when you get into that space of understanding who you really are, a whole new realm of acceptance opens up where you can begin to see all of existence as one. So I become another you, and from that space, then judging someone as right, wrong, good, bad, or blaming someone for what they're doing just gets impossible. And we are in one with the universe, and the universe functions from this space that today when I exclude someone from my life, when I exclude a human being, or when I judge a human being and cut them out from my universe, then the universe starts excluding me. And this distinction is called exclusion and inclusion. And today when I function from a mentality or a space of including all of existence, all of people, irrespective of how good or bad or right or wrong they are, then the universe also celebrates me and includes me in the plan of the universe. So today you have a choice to understand soul science, to understand this term spirituality, rather than randomly act out acts which really mean nothing. Because no matter how much knowledge you have about spirituality, the real result is only going to come into your life when you apply it in your everyday living. When you start functioning from this understanding that we are all one, and by the end of this journey we have to go back home and merge into one consciousness. We are simply, like I said, the drops of the same ocean, and the same God energy that exists inside me exists inside you. So just be in allowance of people, of whoever they are, because they're all caught up in their own victimized stories, and they're all caught up in that hurt and the pain that they're giving out to you. Can you be the change? Can you be the one who can implement this knowledge and start creating that shift and healing this planet? Because in today's time of so much of spirituality being the talk of today's time, what are you willing to do? What shift are you willing to create in your universe? And it's not about going and changing the world. If one by one, each one of us started creating this understanding and change, this whole universe would be a wonderful, beautiful space of unconditional love to exist, where people just understood people as human beings and not as some robotic devices and not as some program devices. Stop treating people like robots. Give them that allowance, give them that permission to be who they want to be, and just focus on who you are becoming through this journey, because eventually this is your journey alone. And when your soul goes back, you will only be accountable and answerable for what you gave out. So choose what you want to give out, and this can only be created by understanding you and your soul. And in my understanding of life, this is what I would call spirituality. Be the most impeccable version of yourself. Just be an inspiration to people. Be a space of unconditional allowance and acceptance. Be more patient, be more kind to people, be more tolerant towards people's doings and negative habits. Nobody wants to be negative, nobody wants to behave badly. It's just that they don't know that they are being that way. But are you willing to create that shift and understanding in your universe? Because, like I'm once again repeating, when you celebrate all of existence and all of life, and when you include all of life into your universe, then the universe celebrates you and includes you in its plan. But the minute you exclude and judge someone, gossip about someone, label someone as bad, good, right or wrong, then the universe excludes you and rejects you, and you are standing all alone. And that's exactly what we are experiencing in life.